Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com. If you're suffering from a host of medical problems, diabetes, osteoporosis, neurological, cardiovascular disorders, or cancer, Joanne James, medical exercise specialist for over 25 years, can develop an exercise program that will make your post-rehab effective and inspiring. Medfit Rehab will provide a hands-on, professionally supervised conditioning program. Medfit Rehab, Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Hi, Joanne. What a beautiful day it is. I'm so happy to have you back.
Thank you, and it's a great day, too. I'm hoping you're enjoying it.
Well, it just began, but I can see that. I look forward to the rest of the day. Okay, so what type of cramping do we get during exercise, and why?
Well, you know what? There's several kinds of cramping. Have you ever heard of the person that says, oh, my God, I have a stitch on my side? And they have to kind of stop, and they don't know quite what to do with it. Well, there's the stitch on the side. There's also the muscle cramps in your legs.
Yeah, that I know. That I know.
Yeah, and then people go through that. And then there's also the lower abdominal cramps that people experience. Those are the three key cramps that people tend to get either during or right after exercise. And guess what? General rule of thumb, nobody really knows the real cause of it, but they can hypothesize in terms of what might be causing it. And in some cases, dehydration is one of the common things that they say may cause it, as well as a neuromuscular theory where muscles are overloaded, and then the neuromuscular fatigue sets in, and the muscles are too tired, and when you contract, it actually pulls on it too much, maybe causes a cramp. But the bottom line is they really don't know what actually causes it. But what they're suggesting is you have to be careful. Say if you have abdominal cramps, you want to be careful with what you eat.
Is that before exercise, right?
Yeah, before exercises. Technically, avoid high-fiber type snacks. Be careful with what you eat in terms of certain fruits may actually create problems, citrusy type of fruits. So those kinds of things you want to be careful of. And when it comes to the muscle cramps, maybe do proper warm-up stretching. Listen to your body. Don't overdo it. Don't press yourself beyond what you think you can actually do because you think you can do it. Sometimes that leads to cramps as well. But there's no all-out. What if there's other things?
Well, what happens? What happens? I know that, suddenly you get a cramp in your leg. Mm-hmm. And how do people stamp it out? People massage it out? What do you do when that happens? Say you're on the treadmill or say you're just into a stretch. What do you do at that point?
Well, at that point, what you want to do is just stop whatever the activity is you're doing. And then what I've done with the cramps that I've gotten, although I've never really gotten it through an exercise, but I do get, sometimes at night you move your foot and all of a sudden you feel your foot or your calf muscle cramping. Right. That you want to, you want to stop the movement as quickly as possible. But what you do is you go into a very light, gentle stretch, and you don't go bang into the stretch because that makes it worse. So the most recommended thing is to just, as you said, try to massage it out, use a little bit of heat, stop the activity you're doing, and don't be surprised if the next day you're really sore in that muscle or it lasts for several days. And the other thing is you're prone to cramping almost right away after you've gotten the first cramp.
What about food? As you said, you mentioned it just very briefly. To eat before, how long in between, after, is, those kinds of things?
Well, the hydration, eating, first of all, probably you should try to eat no less than an hour before you actually do your workout and your exercise. And probably the most important is to stay as hydrated as possible. But even the studies and research are not suggesting that hydration is the big issue. Electrolytes and all sodium, all of these things that the body sometimes loses when they exercise. It's not the be-all and the end-all, but they're saying it can't hurt to be hydrated properly. You just have to watch how much you're eating before you start your workout so that you don't actually end up with cramps in your abdominal muscles as a result. So the best way to get out of it is to, as much as you can, stay hydrated, stretch very lightly when you're in the cramp, stretch after the cramp, stretch before in your warm-up to make sure that the muscles are nice and loose.
So what would you, in our last minute or so, what would you do if we came to you and you helped us, knowing about the cramps, knowing about other things that we may be going through?
Well, one of the things we like to do is make sure that you're aware of the things that you do to prepare yourself before your workout. Some people will go eat. Some people go buy all of these bottled waters that have electrolytes and all of that. We don't recommend that. It takes 15 minutes for your system to start to absorb the water in that. When you have anything that has anything more than water, if you take water before your workout, it absorbs into your system much faster than if you take all of these other drinks as well as juices and things like that because of the sugar in them. So the key thing we want to do is make sure that you know how to hydrate yourself properly, that you know how to eat correctly well before your workout, and that you know what to do after your workout, and that you don't overdo and push yourself beyond what you should be doing at that time. So being really educational, educating that person in terms of how to get the best out of the workout and minimize their risks for injury, for muscle cramps, for feeling sick and nauseous when they're exercising and working out.
Okay.
It's all about the education.
That's terrific information, and I certainly hope that we'll talk more about this and other issues tomorrow. Medfit Rehab, make that call. Thank you, Joanne. Have a great day.
Fantastic. Take care, and you have a great day.
Bye. Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.